Honestly, when I still think about it or when I talk about it, it feels that I was dreaming. Honestly, it feels like a dream. Whenever I speak about it, I get goosebumps because Times Square happens to be one of my most favorite places that I've visited. I was 21, so last year, 4th August 2023, I was in Times Square, and I remember being just quiet and being like so overwhelmed by the lights and by the people. It's so cosmopolitan, that city is, because you can see people of different cultures and different races, and there's no boundary like, okay, you're an American or you're an Indian. It's the most cosmopolitan city that I have seen. It's like Mumbai. Like Mumbai is for everybody, right? We don't discriminate where you come from. We just see you for your talent or for the personality that you are. And that's what I loved about New York, and I actually felt like it's Mumbai, but it's like Big Brother of Mumbai in my head. I don't know. It's very similar. The culture is very similar. And I just prayed there. I remember last year I was like, just bring me back. New York, just bring me back for work. That'll be iconic. It'll be amazing. And this year I got the opportunity to do something that I never thought I would do, because it was my first ever live performance, and I started with Times Square. So I am really grateful for all the fans that were present there. They didn't know I'm gonna perform. They just saw my dress and they were like, "Who is that?" And then they were like, "Oh my God, it's Anushka!" And they were literally there to see my performance. I couldn't tell the world, or else they could have seen the live video that was there, but I wasn't allowed to say it back then. But I am so grateful for all the love that I've received from the media. Thanks to the Indian media, because of the support and love that I got. I think every single person posted about me. Every single person showed love for my outfit, for the bindi that I wore, and for, of course, my new journey as a singer that I have started. So it's all the support that has gotten me so far, and now I need it more than ever, because I'm representing my own country internationally, and that to America. I mean, what a dream. I've always wanted to do something which I can proudly say that I contributed for my own country's pride. Like I was in my school, and in our school we used to learn that, India is my country. So I was very, the patriotic part of it, or the fact that we have so much history and so much culture, I want to see India reach more heights. And we have been, like, if you see IT, or there's so many CEOs of big companies who are Indians now. So I think we are reaching there. We are the most populated also, and we have so much diversity. So I feel if I can contribute even 1% to taking India to another level, that would be my honor, honestly. And I'm really grateful and lucky that sometimes you dream about it, but you don't know how you'll get there. And God showed me the way. Of course, I have really amazing people around me also who supported me. My team, in fact, were the biggest cheerleaders. My parents, who have never, said that, okay, this is what you have to do, this is something that you don't have to do. They have helped me see the right and the wrong, but they have also let me be myself and grow into this individual that, there's so much freedom and there's so much love for my parents. So it's all credit to my parents, honestly, because when I was a child, when I was like 5, 6 years old, I used to do mental abacus, singing, dancing, drawing, skating. So I was always busy. And because of that, now what happens is, if there's any opportunity, I'm prepared, because back then I was trained professionally and strictly. So I'm eternally grateful to my parents for doing that for me, because when I grow up, I can choose what I like to do. So yeah, it's been a great journey. Now I'm 22, it's a new year, but there's so much more to accomplish, and all my Anushkins are with me, so I'm going to do more for my country. My first schedule got completed a year back, and it's an amazing film. It's something that has never been done before. It's called Asia, and like you said, I'm playing an assassin. It's my first time playing an assassin. It's really interesting because, if you see, Korea has the Hallyu wave, like we call it. It's been a thing for the past 2, 3 years now, where it's become a global thing, where Asians have gotten more recognition, Koreans have gotten more recognition in their art, and they've created their own, like K-pop has become one genre which like everybody kind of wants to not replicate but get inspired. Their fashion, K-beauty, and I'm really grateful for being the ambassador for Korea tourism, because that just makes me feel like I'm part of something much bigger. I'm connecting two countries, and that makes me feel really, really grateful and humbled for the opportunity. And this film is really interesting because it has people from all over Asia. We have people from America joining in. Also, recently, Kim Ye-ji, who's the Olympic shooter, silver medalist, she has joined our film as well. And it was such an honor to work with her. We are doing a spin-off series which is called Crush, and I cannot tell you exactly what it is, but I can say that it's based off of Asia, but it's my first drama that I'm doing there. And there's something so unique about it which I cannot share now, but I can say it's something that you've never seen before. And just stay tuned and give me your blessings.